They say getting to the top of the table is the easy part, but staying there for any length of time is where it gets much more difficult. As we head into the resumption of round number 4 of the GRC, the Flakers are looking to do exactly that. Keep their heads above water and keep their team above everyone else as they look to hold on to first place. What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing well and welcome back along to your home of rugby and of course the Global Rugby Challenge, otherwise known as the Subscriber Series, a series where you guys take the field against the world's elite like today and often than not against each other as well. Today the Flakers step it up where they take on the Saracens as two teams with a big winning streak go head to head to face the next round of the GRC. The Flakers, as we mentioned, were top of the table heading into this matchup on equal points with the Pacific Tower, but up on them with that extra points differential. Today, though, they could go clear top of the table with a win here against the Saracens. And their form has been good enough as well. A 28-14 win over Toulouse last time they met. And, of course, that 3-win, 0-loss, undefeated record on their side. As for their opponents, they've also come off a win. They won 19-15 in a very tough match against the Bolters. They also have 2 losses before that as well, and they sit down in 8th position. Heading into the matchups tonight, let's have a look at the lineups that the captains have selected. Of course, going to this one for Craig Anderson, who will start at number 8 and captain for the Flakers tonight. This is the side he has selected. Kicking things off in the front row, Lucas Barrett will wear the number 1 jersey in his front row combination with Hugo Lambrex, and of course Oscar Chakwara will go in for another week. More changes in the second row as Ethan Holton returns and he'll partner up with Francois Valentine in the middle of the pack. Moving into the back row, Stephen Samuel will wear the blindside number 6, and with Chris Darrenson and Craig Anderson, the captain, who complete the pack. It'll be the second of the Barretts, Joshua, who will wear the number 9 jumper, the most beautiful man in world rugby, partners up with one of the most prolific men in the series so far, and Eddie Sanchez, who will don the number 10. Into the midfield of intriguing prospect, it's Jay Capone at 12, and the second, Pierre Valentine at 13. The wingers return. It's Valentino Josiah back in the lineup on the left wing, and the man that you just can't leave out, Botti Mandia, will resume on the right. Pedro Porter will complete the side, wearing number 15 jumper. Of course, the Saracens, we know all about them, and they've got a few injury concerns going into this one as well, missing out on Tom Willis and Alex Good going into this matchup. But of course, their team is very strong regardless, and you look through this lineup, Elliot Daly takes the reins at 15, which is much better than midfield, at least for him. And of course, this back row is going to be key for them as well. Juan Martin Gonzalez, phenomenal last time we saw Saracens out in action, so pressure on him to continue that performance. His combination with BNL is going to be very dangerous. Billy Vunipola will complete that back row combination as well, and of course directing them around the paddock will be Owen Farrell. The players are there, the combinations have worked, but today can they get the nod over the much more dangerous top of the table undefeated Flakers side? Plenty of ability on the bench as well for these two teams. For the Flakers, the impressive Matthews and Bobbs return back to the bench. Smith, Lautani, Johnson will be the second row back row replacements, and Marcos Ankahan and Johansson will be the backline replacements. For Saracens, it's Pufatelli in 16, Riccioni in 17, Marwa in 18 for the front row. Wollstonecroft in 19, Asekwe 20, Van Zel, Vunipula and Segun in 23 to complete the lineups for these two sides. The sun's dying in the evening here for this big matchup in Toronto Fields. Let's get down ready for kickoff. Flakers, Saracens, round 4 of the GRC. Kicking things off tonight will be the Saracens, and Owen Farrell, of course, in the black of the Saracens kits, and it will be on the yellowy white of Flakers, who will be receiving. We are underway. Round 4 for the undefeated, and let's see how the Flakers deal with this new threat that the Saracens will bring them. They've got the ball, and early possession here for the Flakers. Sees Eddie Sanchez kick this one, and almost nutmeg at the back there of Elliot Daly, who turns and under pressure and out of his 22. I feel like he's kicked it out on the full. Early mistake from Elliot Daly, and an early massive chance here for the Flakers to turn on the points at least, and a bit of razzle-dazzle. We will see Hugo Lambrex. Oh, he's stolen. McFarland at the back, dangerous and safe hands. Now here goes Saracens way to Farrell, who's, well, has he kicked this one down the full too? No, it looks like he may have just plopped in, or has he gone out? Oh, he's taken it back! Oh, remarkable start to this game. 2 chances for Lambrex to get it right. And he fails them both. Unbelievable. Alan Davis kicks long, and we are in touch properly this time. Boy, oh boy, what a couple of chances absolutely thrown out the front window there by the Flakers. Third time is a charm, maybe. 8.5 minutes in, we've had 2 fouled lineouts. And pressure now on at the back as McFarlane does 3. Saracens getting a pity back up the field here, thanks to the work at their lineout. Now the Maul does some hard work. They'll use Davis out into that midfield there of Tompkins. He turns it back in, and Farrell will go a couple of extra metres towards the Flakers line. Over 10 they go. Looking to flick it back, and big pressure here by the Flakers, and a breakdown. Oh, they're going to turn it over. Well, a little bit back the other way finally. Anderson getting nice ball away there to Sanchez. Sanchez looking to twirl his way through, finds Capone, and now to Valentine, who just about eludes the defence. We pick and go here from Barrett, turning around the corner. Now to the right-hand side before turning it back to Darrenson, who drives forward. Picked off the side then, very well too from Samuel! Stephen Samuel going alone! Banks the outside edge of Elliot Daly! And the first try comes in the most bizarre of circumstances. Stephen Samuel has just sold Elliot Daly's defensive effort down the river, off to the shops to buy a loaf of bread. No chance at all. Look at this. Incredible stuff. Daly brought the pass. Samuel said, I'm holding on. And what a first try that is from the Flakers. They're up. It's 5 points to 0. And Sanchez will look to make it 7. Well, that was a really bizarre try from Stephen Samuel. He won't turn it down. He won't disappoint. But I tell you what, he'll be absolutely ecstatic to have got the reward from it in the end. Back to halfway comes on Farrell. He'll get us on the clock once more. Nearly 20 minutes in, and that is almost a stormy take from Lewington. On the ball quickly was Marco Bunipula, but he won't give the reward. They'll come in short side, set the Flakers down the leg. Back on here, Bunipula to Valentine. Turns it back inside, and danger there from Josiah. But Ethan Holton couldn't keep the play in the field. And a disappointing end to a promising chance down the left-hand edge. Give Jamie George and his Saracens team who've dominated the line out until now. Well, no one's won one on their own throw. Here's Capone looking wide to Mandir, who finds Valentine on the outside channel. Valentine looks to step inside. He beat Daly with a cover defence, sideswipes him and takes him away from the ball. Great tackle in the mid-drift. Ball spills free. And how about the switch between Mandir and Valentine? Got away from Daly there, but coming across, big hit.
Crouch.
And
Bind.
Josiah, way off his wing.
Set.
Was on that inside line as well. Could have been a great chance for Flakers to grab number 2. Valentine looking dangerous, finding a bit of space. Now here's Davis. Saracens looking to launch a little set move. They find Sean Maitland, who takes it off the inside line from Farrell and bulldozes his way through 3 defenders before finally going to ground. Here's Davis again, holds a few metres, walking over to Farrell. Now on Farrell down left-hand side. He's going to kick this one. No! Great defence at the back from Pedro Porter. Well, it looked like he was shaping to kick. He had plenty of options. Didn't know what one to choose, and eventually just went pretty much straight into Pedro Porter. So a very poor decision there. As the line out comes in, and Maron Tolje continues the trend. 0% off your own throw, both teams. As now Alan Davies goes long, and Davis finds a bounce, and Pedro Porter knocks it on. Big error there from Porter. Picked up brilliantly from Bunipula. Now here's Farrell. Offloads in the tackle to Hoskins.
Not releasing.
On their side, and now we're going back. Well, I thought they may risk something there, Saracens, but on the ball in a flash was the Flakers defenders. Great kick from Davis, and watch here, Pedro Porter turns straight into the tackle of Ben Earl. Great hit. Vunipola picked up. Farrell, great offload to Ollie Hoskins as well.
Crouch.
Huge chance at back here as
Bind.
we near half-time. Amazingly,
Sit.
this game has gone by like a rocket so far. First half of just rapidness. Here we go. Davis waits as Farrell instructs. They go to the right-hand side. Farrell into that midfield, looking for the danger of Tompkins. Wide out to Lewington. Lewington! Oh, brilliant! Alex Lewington showing a bit of his own flair and his own panache as he dummies and drives his way to the right-hand corner. Well, this was classy here. Farrell took it on, threw the dummy on the inside ball. Tompkins had Daly up from fullback. And then Lewington, here we go, little step, little dummy, looking on the inside with his plenty of numbers. Just gave that little half a second of hesitation for the defence. Coming across to allow him to spot that one in the corner. Here's Farrell to tie it all up. 5 minutes to go in the first half as the sun has now disappeared behind the stadium. The lights are in full effect here in Toronto Field. Home ground, of course, of the Flakers. And the home fans will be hoping that their team can come back from that little back set. With this game being tied up at 7 points apiece. Kick-off underway again. Marotose climbing high and pulling that ball in. And on it like a flash, there was a number of Flakers players, but Davis spots it at the back and switches into the midfield here. And Elliot Daly once again doing some hard work up in the attacking line. Kick over the top there from Farrell. And he finds the cover defence just nicely looked after there. From the Flakers here on the inside ball. Nice from Garrison. Going the hard run of Ethan Holton. Now Barrett. Anderson slips it inside. A nice little ball there once more from Francois Valentine. Barrett takes it on himself. Half-time rings in the background. We've got a 7-all ball game. Will we have someone to take this game by the scruff of the neck as we head towards the half-time break? Another run from Darrenson. A little round the corner play there, finding Stephen Sample to try score it. Holton will play scrum half. Looks to Mantier, who is always dangerous. Great offload and the tackle there. Chuckwater, numbers to his left. He can find them, he does. It's Ethan Holton! Of course, it's Ethan Holton. The finisher of the forward pack. Ethan Holton on point with his support lines. But how about Oscar Chukwara? So there was Mantier. Back inside he went, then Chukwara went straight through. Now watch where Ethan Holton went. Beautiful line. Took it at pace as well, which was absolutely key. And there's not much more you can say about Ethan Holton. If you've been watching the series for at least a season or two, you'll know what this man has to offer. Great pace, great power, great rugby IQ. He's got the Flakers up by 14 now to 7. Thanks to the conversion of Eddie Sanchez. We know Saracens are far from done with this fixture. Well, after half-time we go. 14 points to 7. The difference was created thanks to Oscar Chukwara and then, of course, Ethan Holton. But the game has been firmly in control of the Flakers as they take more territory, more possession, and, of course, they double the line breaks of the Saracens. Work to be done for the visitors, but they are by no means out of this game at half-time, trailing by just 7 points. Back to the halfway line come the Flakers. Good first 40 minutes, they'll be hoping to replicate that, maybe look for a bonus point as this game wears on through. It's a good take there at the back from Lewington on the right. And a slow ball coming back for Juan Martin Gonzalez, who may lose out. He does. It's come back to the Flakers. Now they'll look to spread it out wide, and they do exquisitely well to Bontemerdere. What a start to the second half. Flakers are on fire, and the Saracens can't handle the heat. Well, you don't expect such explosive play straight off the whistle. But a great turnover in the first breakdown. And then swiftly wide, Valentine to Valentine through the middle of the park. And the Bontemerdere is an absolute finisher of elite class. We've seen it every single time the Flakers come out. And once more, he does not disappoint. Well, we all talk about clutch teams, you know, the X-Factor sides, the top-tier clubs around the globe, and nations, of course, love to perform in those championship minutes. That 10 minutes before halftime and that 10 minutes after halftime. And the Flakers have just shown here, with a try on both sides of the break, that they really are championship calibre in season number 6. They now lead by 14. Great take from Ben Briggs with his pass back on his left, back on his, against his grain. He's gone forward, so a chance now for Saracens if they would like to rejoin this game.
Set.
Midway 22, 10-metre line for Alan Davis to feed. Of course, power at the back of Billy Puller if he wants to use it. But it looks like the set piece, maybe a call of action again as Davis goes to Farrell, and coming around is Lewington looking for a bit of work from Lazolski, getting it nicely out to Sean Maitland. Now he's got numbers on his left-hand side if he can get it. He does. Ben Earl. Great cover defence though from the Flakers. It's there for Billy Puller. Finding out to good run of Lazolski. Ho-ho! Wow! Didn't expect that from Alex Lazolski. He showed it up and they let him straight through. Don't hit the key, don't matter. He'll just run straight through the front door. A nice work there from Sean Maitland to find Ben Earl, who did very well to stay in the field of play. Just straight out to Lazolski, who skipped straight through, one dummy. Pedro Porter had no idea. That was a golden play from Alex Lazolski. So the game now could be back to 7 from the boot here of Owen Farrell as we tick ourselves over the 50-minute mark. Just less than 30 minutes to go, and now the lead is cut back down to 7. Saracens fighting back hard here against the Flakers. And of course, the last thing they'll want to see here is a draw for a game they have dominated such as this. They need to shut this one out quickly to the Flakers. Short kick off the side. Ben Earl grabs it. Powerful in contact as well, and powerful enough in the breakdown to hang on. Here's Davis. Looks to kick away, and he gets it away from Pedro Porter, who has to take it on the bounce and will turn and look for a returning kick. Over the head of Elliot Daly it goes. Farrell's back there. And so, of course, it's Sean Maitland who took over that play. His kick down to Josiah has gone away from everyone into the end goal. And we put down for a 22-metre dropout. A bit of confusion at the back there with Porter and Valentino Josiah, who all went for the ball at the same time. A bit of conflict. So that one's gone over the head of Alan Davis. It's all turned into custard here. Both sides losing all sorts of momentum. Pedro Porter finally gets a good contact on his kick away. Taking on the bounce here for Saracens. Ben Earl looks to the right-hand side. Nicely done there from Lewington. Farrell back to the Solskjaer.
Not releasing.
The field. Oh, that's brilliant. Run from the sticks. Not releasing his Maro Solskjaer. Surely a gimme 3. What a place to get a penalty. Now, you no question about it here. Craig Anderson is no clown when it comes to leadership and captaincy of this team. Straight away gives the ball to Eddie Sanchez, and Sanchez takes no time messing about with this one. The lead is extended out to 10, and it's 24-14. Saracens going down by more against the Flakers. Well, it takes just one moment to turn a very good chance into absolute disaster. We'll take another look at disaster right here. Off the kickoff, high shot coming in from Lazolski, and the easiest of exits here for Eddie Sanchez out of his own half. Attacking opportunity back in the books now for the Flakers. They lead by 10. Of course, another try here would be catastrophic for the Saracens' chance, but the line-out continues on. No one has one off their own throw. George back inside to Farrell, who takes on Josiah. This time much better for the breakdown. Davis offloads to George, and George takes the contact off the pressure from his little number 9. Footy puller throws out the back door, and same fate goes to the carry of Owen Farrell. Davis back to Hoskins, and Hoskins gains half a metre or so on the contact, not really going too far away from this ruck at the moment. It's a great ball to Marco Vunipola, almost sees him in space. Davis again takes him on, flicking around the corner. Nicely done eventually to Lazowski, who's through once more. Now against Pedro Porter. Better tackle this time. Revenge has been made from Pedro Porter. Deep to Lewington. Throws it back into the middle of the park with Marco Bonipula. Hammers ahead a couple of meters, Davis. Another corner. Daly up in the line, always dangerous. As inside ball from Tompkins. Numbers are there once more from Gonzalez. Theo McFarland, always on hand for a carry as well. Here's Tompkins again. Farrell, nice ball, Sean Maitland on the left-hand side. Pedro Porter caught in direction again. Can't get his pass away. Who was there for Pedro? Big turnover. Craig Anderson, brilliant play from him. Now they rumble up the guts. Stephen Samuel, not for the first time, making massive inroads. Room to the left for Flakers, they can't find it. Barrett took a little nasty hit. The defence reshapes. Anderson beats a couple. Only goes sideways. It's there for Barrett. Great little short ball to Pedro Porter. He's up on the line. Ball to go to 22, he knocks on. Oh, could have been brilliant there from Porter. Really put them on guard with that perfectly timed line and run. Watch how he hit it. Bang, at pace. Extra man in the back line. And Porter come up against Elliot Daly.
Crouch.
Had support from Samuel as well if he just could have found that pass.
Set.
Something could have really been on. The lead is 10 and of course just 2 minutes remain and a massive scrum from the Flakers. They'll get the ball back and they can put this one firmly to bed. Pierre Valentine going to the left-hand corner. Elliot Daly says, oh no! Daly goes swinging high. Time is up. Saracens will lose. And all the Flakers have to do now is tap kick this into touch. 24-14, they're going to go for some extra points. And why not as well? Way out on this left-hand edge, but it's close to the 22. Here is Eddie Sanchez, nails the kick. Game, set, match. Comprehensive as you like. Flakers, under early pressure, become those championship minutes. They have delivered on the result they required the most. A very intriguing performance from Saracens here, who come with a specific game plan to play tight. When they managed to get it out wide, they looked dangerous. But they just could not get that forward momentum on their carries. 3 tries to 2, but of course the 2 penalty goals to Eddie Sanchez proved to be the difference along with his 3 conversions. Tries for Holton, Samuel and Manzier doing the job for the home team. Lazowski and Lewington grabbed 1 apiece for Saracens, and of course Farrell converted those 2 easily as well. 27 points to 14, that makes it a 13-point win. The Flakers dominate this game, up on possession, up on territory, have the penalty advantage as well. Lucky there was no yellow cards to come through in this match near the really crucial times at the end. But all in all, the Flakers looked really, really good tonight, scoring tries when they needed to and making sure they got the points on the board when they had those opportunities. Taking up that first 10 minutes of the game, they really butchered a couple of line-out throws and it almost cost them. After that, they turned into an absolute clinical machine, though both sides had massive line-out errors. I still think coming into the game, there was 0% on your own throw of line-outs. Here we go, take a look at the table then as we wrap up another match of round number 4. Just 2 matches remaining in round 4, which we'll have a look in just a moment. But with that game, the Flakers continue on their undefeated streak. They are now 4 wins, 0 losses, 2 bonus points only to put them on 18 points. As opposed to the other side of the fence, we can see with their opponent, the Saracens, who didn't get the result tonight or a bonus point, they are down in 8th position. Where they started, they stayed there with their 6 points from their 1 win and a couple of bonus points as well. Moving on through to the fixtures list from the remainder of round number 4. And of course, moving our way into round number 5, we've got one more subscriber clash to come, which will see the All Flakes taking on Munster. Then of course, the AI will take over for the last game, the Crusaders versus Toulouse. We'll check that result next episode for round 5. Wow, mouth-watering prospect right here with 2 teams who are really struggling in Season 6. That is the Guardians, that is the Dragons. They face off in the opening game of round 5. The Bolters will take on the Flakers, Munster, Toa, Saracens, Crusaders and Toulouse versus the All Flakes to wrap up the halfway point effectively in this competition. Well, that does do it for me today, though, team. Thank you for tuning and watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's fixture. As per always, I'll be again soon with the All Flakes versus Munster. But until then, thank you all for tuning in and watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.